What's up, guys? It's McNulty here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing well, and I'm chilling here in the rain with Mini Naughty. Say hello, Mini Naughty.
Hey, Mini Naughty baby.
So I got my little man in the car, but we have got a couple of new heroes, so I want to have a look at them with you guys, so I'm not going to leave you hanging. And it's this guy over here we've got to have a look at, Salmon Loki. If you can believe it, Salmon Loki has got a costume. What the heck is going on? He is looking dope, actually. I love that monocle and the top hat idea going on. So we're going to have a look at Salmon Loki today. Let's see what he's all about. All right, so first thing that's catching my eye is this new ailment reflect ether talent. That's quite interesting. So at the start of the battle, he reflects cleansable status ailments to a random character on the opposing team for 6 turns. That seems to me like an amazing ether talent, and I think that's one that's just snuck in here because I have not seen that one before. So it is interesting for sure. And the class, so he's a paladin. I mean, interestingly enough, he was a druid before, so he summoned little minions of himself. He's been a terrible hero for ages, so I'm really excited to see what they actually are going to do with this poor salmon. Now, he is from the Nilfheim realm. So the Nilfheim realm is just the reduced accuracy bonus. It's not really the one you want. The one you want is the mana cut bonus. He does get a costume bonus, though, and the costume bonuses are pretty big now for the Valhalla heroes. It's a 7% attack bonus, 7% defense, and 13% health, and a nice big 5% mana bonus. So that is pretty sweet, don't you think?
Yeah, baby.
Okay, now let's switch off the stats for a second. Okay, so we're looking at the stats here. We've got 797 attack, 846 on the defense, and 1467 on the health. So really, obviously, you can see the stats are pretty dated. He does benefit from the costume bonus, as we've said, so those can be beefed up a bit. But yeah, nearly 800 attack. The defense is pretty good. If there's anything I'll say about his stats, the defense is pretty good, and the ailment reflect ether talent is new, and I think a really useful one. Now, I mean, I'm just thinking, if you used him in Rush War, you just take him up against Elfrika and reflect that straight back to her, but then it would only affect him, so maybe not. With the limit breaks, I mean, are you really going to second limit break Salmon Loki? Probably not, but those stats do look pretty respectable. And so does he. Okay, now move on to the special skill. Right, so we had Trickster's transformation, and now we've got Gentleman's transformation. So before we go ahead and have a look at him, let's see what he used to do. He used to deal 250% damage to all holy enemies, so holy only and no one else. For 3 turns, the element of all enemies is changed each turn, and on the first 2 turns, the element's random. On the last turn, enemies revert to their original element. I mean, that's just stupid in and of itself, because for 3 turns, the element's changed. On the first 2, it's a random element, then they go back to the element that they are. Man, it's just silly. Now, after each element change, enemies take 740 damage if their element is holy. So that is a pretty good amount of damage per change. He is running at average speed. Oh, slow speed, sorry. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt here, man. So slow. Oh, wait. He's changed from average to slow. That is interesting. I thought he was average before. Alright, so he's running at average speed in this format, and after each element change, the enemies take 740 damage. So that can get up to pretty high numbers, to be fair. If the element is holy, that's just the stupidest thing I've ever heard. So yeah, if you're attacking a mono holy team, take this guy, because he's going to damage everyone every turn. If you're not, don't take this guy. In fact, most of the time, don't take him. Yeah, so that goes up with limit breaks and emblems as well, but it is very limited because it's only for holy characters. Now, The Gentleman's Transformation. Running at slow speed. This is the first time we've ever seen a change between average and slow speed for a hero. I wonder why they've done it. So he deals 350% damage to all holy enemies. That's up by 100%. And for 4 turns, the element of all enemies is changed each turn. On the first 3 turns, the element's random. On the last turn, enemies revert to their original element. Okay, so it's the same as before. It's just that he's got 100% additional damage. And instead of 3 turns, the effect lasts for 4 turns now. Now, on the last turn, enemies revert to the original element. And after each element change, enemies take 679 damage if their element is holy, which is a higher amount than before, because as you can see, it's 913 there compared to 740 with limit breaks and emblems. I'm really not sure what to think of this character, other than the fact that I think he's a bit of a booby prize, and I think it is a bit of a status symbol just to have him. Certainly having the costume would not make him really very much better. He is limited to being useful against holy heroes. And while the ailment reflect is a cool status ailment, like I said, a cool ether talent, you're definitely not going to be wasting. If you are, you're just a bit dumb. But I wouldn't waste 10 alpha ethers on Salmon Loki or Salmon Loki's costume. So that is it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please drop us a like, subscribe, and comment, and let me know what you think of the salmon in his upgrade. What do you think of this guy?
Cool, baby.
You think he's cool, baby?
Yeah.
How cool?
Like a fishy.
He is a fishy. That's right. So if you guys like this fishy, please drop us a comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you all again in the next video. Bye for now.
What's